Unrelated. I looked over and I realized I'm wearing a scarf, and I was like,
I've never heard anyone wearing a scarf while they're streaming StarCraft too.
well, so I used to always do the shirt and the tie, but that kind of died out. And then, anyways, but yeah, we'll wear the scarf. Anyways, all right, guys. So I know there's a way to do it, but here, let's. Nope. There it goes. Okay. So spawning in the bottom left position of this best of three, it is our gold Protoss player. It is TAiLS from Team something.
And top right corner on the map, we have ArktheLegend from Rival Gaming. STTE is actually, I think, they have a decent sized clan or team. I don't know what they are really on NA. I've linked a few of their members quite often.
Nice. Yeah, it's I've never some of these guys I've never heard of, and that just doesn't necessarily mean much. But I've heard a lot of rivals. Know a team I haven't heard much of recently, and I don't know if it's because they are not popular anymore or what happened. But I haven't heard anything about any guys from GNR. Did they break up, or are they just not relevant anymore? The
Guns and Roaches?
yeah.
Or... No, they're still around.
Yeah, I just haven't seen them play. I mean, I used to end up in the ladder with them all the time. Well, maybe because I suck and I'm no longer on their level, which is very possible. But I just remember I used to play against them all the time during Heart of the Swarm. And I just haven't heard or seen anyone recently.
Yeah, I think they got smaller, but they mainly focus on CTL, so they have a bunch of like global people now.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. There. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the hang of this. The WCS 2.2 controls. I think there's a way to put the best of three text in between the names, isn't there?
Yeah, Control Shift and then 3.
Boom. Thank you.
And then Control 1 or Shift 1 for for like the score.
Yeah. I knew that one. That one, I remember. I remember there was a way to put it. But yeah, awesome, cool. So let's jump into the game. The one cool thing about Legacy that the games start a lot quicker now. Because I remember during like Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm that it would be like 3 minutes in. Okay, now you take your second base.
We have a gateway finish.
Yeah. I mean, it's when Legacy first came out in beta. I remember I was playing it, and I played against Wolf, the Korean StarCraft guy. 3 bases by a minute and a half as his Protoss player. I'm like, what the? I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. He's like, why? I'm like, because I'm just getting 2 bases. Like, I just wasn't really prepared for how quick the games start now. But he had a couple zealots in my base before I had a chance to really have much to defend, and it was kind of embarrassing. But it was really funny because he was beating me, but I kind of just trolled him toward the end. I just made speedlings and did enough just to survive, but I knew I wasn't going to win, and it was good times. I enjoyed playing with it, but holy smokes was the change from Heart of the Swarm to Legacy freaking awesome.
You start opening here from TAiLS though.
Yeah.
Which is becoming quite more normal because air Protoss carriers are quite decent versus Zerg now. Because no Protoss has learned how to beat Hydras. Like, we're just so derpy right now. Either we do like some kind of like charge out Archon thing.
Yeah.
And die, or you try to turtle to get air. Yeah, we see Fleet Beacon coming out now too, so chances are we're gonna see a lot of air toss. Which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed Protoss era. I always think they've been always underutilized. I think, like kind of being heavy on the warping side of Protoss, I think kind of neglected the air side. So it'd be very interesting to see, with the new changes, like you're saying with carriers now. I'm like
and carrier first. What is this? The 4-minute carrier.
It's just lol.
What?
It's just it's great, but it's 4-minute carrier with the that's the Inceptor speed upgrade if I remember correctly. Right?
Yeah, that's.
I can't click on it with this stupid map mod.
Yeah, that's Inceptor speed.
So we do see. Oh, what a good save! ArktheLegend dropping that Spore Colony right before that drone died. That was perfect. That was so good. I thought he was going to lose it. I straight just called that he was going to lose it. But we do see Spore Colonies going down for ArktheLegend, thinking that there's going to be more Oracle harass, which technically there will be. He's kind of just dropping some anti-air. But this Overlord over here from
And the
ArktheLegend.
mothership. It's a mothership.
Oh my
And it's
gosh.
5 minutes.
That's so.
I am so confused.
I've never. I don't get it. I mean,
I'm a
but
Protoss player and I'm just what? What is this?
it's going to be quite interesting to see what's going to happen from ArktheLegend. ArktheLegend doesn't look like he's going to do anything. We do see a Hydralisk Den going down, which is kind of good, the good counter, but I don't know. Another Oracle is going to cross the map. This carrier is, I don't know what they're doing. But we do see 8 Inceptors are finally built from this carrier. Mothership, not Mothership Core, Mothership is about to finish.
Wait, is TAiLS gonna do the cancerous Protoss where you get High Templar? I think he is. That's gonna be really, really boring to watch. Fun for him, but boring for me.
Yeah. What's that upgrade? Oh, is that the Hydralisk range?
Hydralisk range. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's Hydralisk
They
range.
changed the symbol on it.
Yeah, it's Hydralisk range and then the speed, whatever. Yeah, they're different now. So that is the range upgrade.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, they changed the logo on it, so I was like, "What the heck?" It looks cool. Basically, it's just the inverted one of the range from the. If you look at it, it's just inverted.
Yeah.
Good job, Blizzard. Way to be in.
How can we make this different?
Invert it. Change the color. But that's kind of like Blizzard in a nutshell. Especially if you look at WoW and their tier system. How can we make this suit of armor be the better one? Change the color and call it legendary.
It's beautiful.
So.
Wait, what is this? Bunch of gateways? We have
Oh my god.
6 gateways, 7 gateways.
What the heck?
What is this? I am so confused of what this is supposed to be. I can imagine what ArktheLegend is thinking right now. He must be thinking the same thing we are. Like, what?
So we do see, okay, so range upgrade is finishing for the Hydralisk. The +1 range damage is finishing for the Hydralisk. We do see a Nidus Worm. Where is he going to drop it? I mean, there's nothing. I'm like, he might actually just drop it here in the base. Just move his Overseer that's hanging out right there. To over in this corner and just drop it and just put. Oh, there goes that idea. But look at this army. Oh my gosh, there's all these adepts, these cloaked adepts, mind you. Not to mention a mothership and 2 carriers.
Both the 3 carriers and more gateways.
Oh my gosh, dude. But we do see, if you look over, ArktheLegend does have a Broodling over here in the corner. That just gets taken out from TAiLS. Nidus Worm detection. I wonder. It's so gnarly what he's planning on doing.
I think I feel like this is a really bad decision here from Ark. His army isn't big enough, I feel.
Yep.
He has queens though, so he may be okay, I guess. But it's gonna be a long shot for him. He has a range upgrade too, which would be beneficial since he can technically out-kite adepts.
Yep. So the carriers are coming in, but the mothership, and this is Archon in this. I mean, these queens aren't going to be able to do much. They're just focusing down the Inceptors. The adepts are getting some damage on it, but these Hydralisks are kind of dropping like flies. The Hydralisks are focused down that mothership. The mothership core is about to drop. Mothership core drops, shows off all the carriers, but I mean, I think it's a little too late. These adepts are doing so much damage to these Hydralisks. Hydralisks just haven't been able to do much in the terms of the damage on top of this. I mean, they're going to pull back just a little bit. All the queens get lost. More Hydralisks in the works, but it's great that you got the mothership, but at what cost? I mean, he didn't really focus down anything else, and these Hydralisks are kind of, on the defensive.
Yeah, when you see your TAiLS making another expansion, and Mothership Core is being rebuilt. From a Pro's perspective, this is ideal for you. You just trade out a whole army for a couple of depths and a mothership. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, the mothership core is going to join this army here in a second, and these Hydralisks, they're going to lose that base. There's really not much they're going to be able to do. They're not going to be able to defend it, and you got 4 carriers plus an Archon, and just more adepts coming in, and another Archon. I don't know what ArktheLegend is going to do outside of just gearing up, getting more Lings and more Hydralisks. I just don't see what he's going to be able to do at this point. I mean, that's just a huge beefy army coming down, and then he kind of backs up. TAiLS is he likes his position and is going to push back a little more, I guess.
And he took out a base, there's no need to overstay. And it's not like he knows the army size, or he knew the army size, but he decided not to go for it since, again, he doesn't have a mothership. So the Banes would just hit the Adepts in this way smoke, so I don't think he wants to try splitting, and then have the Hydras attack them with carriers. I think that was his biggest worry.
Yep. So we got Lings and Banes coming in, but there's not going to be able to do much. I'm just going to hit a wall of Archons and Adepts. Banes landing, but not getting that good of shots, and these Hydralisks are getting completely destroyed. More Banes are coming through, getting rid of a little of the Adepts, but that's it. There's really not much they're going to be able to do. That Archon survives, gets a lot of damage, and there's just not enough to punch through that wall, and ArktheLegend gets retreated back yet again. Got more upgrades coming through TAiLS. At the same time, more Hydralisks is joining this fight. I mean, if you look at the army count, TAiLS has this demanding army, not to mention he's got the higher upgrades. He's got basically everything working in favor of him. So I don't know what ArktheLegend is going to be able to do to, punch through this wall. It's just a huge army of just carriers and Archons and Adepts.
He needs infestors.
Yes. Yeah, and there you go.
Because why wouldn't you need infestors?
Yeah.
Infestors are nice.
And as soon as you say that,
Infestation pit.
we've seen that.
We need infestors.
Yeah. So we do see the Oracle have that observer thing on. What's the? Oh my gosh, can't think of the name. The thing that the Oracle places on the units that gives them vision.
Revelation.
Revelation. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I was drawing a blank. I was thinking. I was like, Astral Recall. I'm like, no, that's the.
Astral Recall.
That's
that sounds like a really nice ability though.
Well, it's the old Brood War thing from the orbital thing. So the links.
Army from oh
my gosh! All those Bane hits. Those Banes doing so much damage to the Adepts, but these Hydralisks are still trying to do as much damage as they can. They're focused down the mothership. What are they focusing down? Okay, they're focusing down each carrier. They focus down the mothership core. Mothership core drops again, but look at all these carriers. There's so many carriers left in this army that ArktheLegend GG's out and TAiLS takes it. I mean, that was such a good encounter that I was surprised that he still lost that. I mean, TAiLS lost a lot of his Adepts, but I think what happened, ArktheLegend just kind of focused on the Mushroom Core and not really anything else, and kind of caused him to lose that last half of his army. Unfortunately, it caused him to lose game number 1. So TAiLS takes game number 1. I wouldn't call it convincingly. He takes it with a very aggressive opening build.
I feel like Ark would have been okay if he would take those Hydras and focus right away, because he even focused on the Overseers at all. So he saw vision of everything.
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna be jumping into game number 2 here momentarily, hopefully soon. What's going on? Oh. Exactly.
Let's see. I need to message him.
Pilly's offline, so I wonder if he lost. Yep, he lost against Bly. Yeah, so no. It's gonna be a Bly and Pandemir me in the quarterfinals. So Bly is making it. I wonder. Wonder who's gonna be our top. Alright, I'm just gonna cut to a quick break. Like I said, you're still gonna be heard on thing because I can't figure out that Skype mute thing. Okay. I pulled it back from break. They had the Game Heart mod on, and they remade it and didn't make it with it, so QQ. But oh well. It was different. We'll just do it for next game. No big deal.
Guess you don't like us enough.
Yeah, it's all good. So I might. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I alt tabbed out to switch scenes, and then I was like, crap. Sometimes that lags my StarCraft because StarCraft doesn't know how to alt tab. There we go. All right. So who wants? So it's up TAiLS. So TAiLS is up 1. There we go. And he said it's best of 3. There we go. Cool. So spawning in our top left position on Echo, it is our purple Zerg player from Marvel Gaming. It is ArktheLegend.
And on the map we have TAiLS, hailing from Korea. He's from SC2. I don't know what that stands for anymore, but he's our orange pro S. I've seen TAiLS play a couple times.
Nice.
At least, not casted him, but watched him play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I played him some one-to-one open. I think.
Nice. Yeah, the only
was sad.
yeah, the only times I ever played against anyone major was one of the last major LAN tournaments in California at the Press Start LAN. I played against J-Dong, and that was kind of fun. He was cool. And then I played against White Row a few times, and he's really, 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 really good at trolling. So there's a picture with he's eating some like yogurt land.
Yeah.
While playing against me, and he's playing Terran, so he's basically playing one-handed while eating yogurt, and he just absolutely destroyed me. It was so sad. Like, it was one of those where I just got nervous and started doing dumb things. I was like, I'm going to beat White Row. Watch me cheese him. Oh, that was dumb.
It didn't work, did it?
It didn't work at all. I mean, it's... And then the second game, he played Protoss and I played Zerg, and I tried harder. Yeah, he did really well. He, like, rushed carriers or something like that. It was nuts.
That was back... Was that Hops?
No, I think that was when he was Liberty, to be honest.
Really?
I can check the dates on it, but yeah, I'm pretty positive it was.
I don't think Press Start was that late.
Oh, beg your pardon. No, sorry. Press Start LAN was J-Dong, and that was Heart of the Swarm. But then before that, White Raw came to the event I held at the LAN Center that I managed. And he was advertising his new TT Esports stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that was. Yep.
Yeah. Got it. I was like, I don't think Press Start was around the back in Wings.
No. Press Start LAN was for Heart of the Storm. Yep. All right, so far from these players, nothing too out of the ordinary. ArktheLegend is just going for speedlings, but which is great. And on this map, you definitely want to have some kind of map control. Since it's a small map, you definitely want to be. You don't want to be turtled on this map, because once you get turtled on this map, you're screwed. If you can't go to your third base, this map, you're done. And so ArktheLegend is going for that third base as quickly as possible, finishing up speedlings here in the next 30 seconds. And TAiLS going for that quick Stargate, but that Stargate's going to be right here in the front. So ArktheLegend is going to be able to see that there's a Stargate coming up.
Yeah, and he should be expecting Oracles from this. At least I would be if I was him from last game. I don't think it would Rayway or Phoenix would make much sense for TAiLS, since he doesn't really need it. Because he's playing already pretty greedy as it is, and I think Phoenix would be even more greedy.
Yeah, unless he did one of those like mass Phoenix plays and just be super annoying, getting like 4 Phoenix out, taking out Overlords, picking up Queens. I mean it's very possible. Speedling's finishing, but they're just kind of being annoying. They haven't really done much damage. Mushroom Core is actually able to kill all 3 of them so far, almost getting the 4th. And you just see like more links coming out for ArktheLegend. I think ArktheLegend is just once again a good spot.
Yes.
Yes.
So it might be a Bane Butts from him.
Yeah, if he could get Banes in and take out these 2 pylons that's feeding both the Cybernetics Core and the Stargate, I mean that'd be it'll put him in a really good position to do to do damage, and it'd be kind of a big hole to get into. But we do see, there we go, Carrier is now built way before Banes is finishing up for ArktheLegend. We see the transportation Overlord coming in. The Mothership
Purple.
Core. Oh, look at it's just
Oh
dropping.
no, the Overlord's gonna die.
One more hit. Oh, with all the Lings inside, and that kind of stopped that. But the Oracle was there ready, and this Oracle would have one shot of those Lings with the pulse beam. But we saw so far that ArktheLegend made the Baneling Nest, but hasn't done much with it. He got a Evolution Chamber, but again, hasn't done much with it. So this Oracle is going to come in from TAiLS, and he's going to do a little damage. I don't know how much damage he actually thinks he's going to do.
Yeah, right. I think the only way to stop this early on from Ark was to do a giant Baneling all-in, because at the moment he delays everything by so much to get that fast carrier out, and he allows an overcharge for everything. Because if he came from the south side with the Overlord, with the Drop Lord, he would have been in good shape, I feel.
Yep.
But he didn't.
Yeah, c'est la vie, he did not. Looks like ArktheLegend is just going to go bull. He's just going to be ballsy as hell. 5 minutes in, 4 bases, might as well. I mean, TAiLS is kind of controlling this map. I don't really foresee ArktheLegend doing much in aggression. I think he's kind of waiting to build up at least an economy size and then get a good army going. But we do see he's building a second Baneling Nest. That's got to be a mistake. I bet he meant to do roaches. I don't know why B and R are so close to each other. I don't know how or why he's doing 2 Banes, but
Ravagers would be a pretty interesting choice versus this. Because Mothership can't really move like fast enough, I think, to dodge bios, right?
Yeah.
So Ravagers would be a pretty good choice, I feel.
Yeah, that's what I just don't understand why ArktheLegend is doing a second Baneling Nest. I assumed he would want to have done a Roachworm, but there's no incentive to have 2 Baneling Nests. But he's got it.
You gotta get them double upgrades, man.
Well, so he built a new Bane Nest to get the speed Banes, but he had the Bane Nest the whole time. Awesome. This Oracle's going to come in with the Pulse Beam, takes out 2 drones. Easy kills, but he's got so much energy. He just puts the Revelation on top of those drones. Sees that there's a huge... Look at all this train of drones. He gets 6 more drone kills with that. Here comes an Overseer from ArktheLegend. Is going to try to get as much scouting in as possible. Mothership Core is camping there at the third with 2 carriers. That's a huge... I mean, 2 carriers is a lot to deal with, especially for a Zerg that doesn't really have much. Do see a couple Hydralisks, a lot of Hydralisks, coming in. Got 12 so far.
You know what I want to see? I want to see have the Arcane Toilet back. I want it back. Bring back the glory days of Wings of Liberty.
The art where you could like put them in that funnel thing.
Yeah. And you put the Archons in there and the Grid Lords and Festers, and they'll come out and then splash time, which you kill everything. It was glorious. It was absolutely glorious. But after that happened, you could have actually won a game because it was just all the way too hard for Protoss at that point.
Yeah.
It was funny to watch though.
Yeah, I remember when they used to doing like the beta testing from the game. I think it was Mothership Core had the old Brood War ability to freeze the mineral line. That one was like really interesting when they were trying to do that.
I think the Oracle had that too at one point. They put on the Oracle and you guys realize how overpowered that was too.
Yeah, it was good times. I mean, I appreciate what they did in exchange. I like the little freeze time mine thing that the Oracles could do. I think that's kind of really cool concept. The next concept that I think they should come out with is that this is just me just going off the lore of the game. Spore colonies, or creep tumor, excuse me. I think creep tumors, if you just walk on them without killing them, without scanning and killing them, they should explode and give you like a slow debuff for a couple seconds or something. But that's it's just
interesting.
It's part of like the lore from like one of the first StarCraft books. Where do you remember StarCraft 1 campaign?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you remember the second mission when you take Jim Raynor and you find that command center and you have to go destroy it.
Yep.
And so they're like, what is this creep and stuff? So that mission takes place in the first book, and it talks about how the Marines got stuck. That the creep was so thick that they got stuck, and that the fire bats had to come in and burn the creep off them. Because it was so thick. So I was like, I always thought this should try to include that in the multiplayer in some form. But anyways, we got a huge attack coming in. We got the Mothership Core with all these Archons and carries coming in. These Banes are going to try to do as much damage as they can, land on top of the Archons, but do nothing to them. Banes coming in a little bit more, but Mothership Core is way out in the open, doing a little bit of damage. But I mean, look, the Archons, nothing happened. Like those Archons, just like it was like a wall on water. It was nothing.
He was so indecisive about it too, though.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna go in. Maybe not. Maybe I'll go in now. No. Go back. Maybe I'll go in again now. And a nice little zealot run right here at the 4th of Ark, taking out a base.
Yep. Bane's coming in, taking out the Zealots, which is great. But like you said before, took out the 4th base.
There too.
Took out all the drones, took out the 4th base. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate that he didn't save it. He got completely lost. That was a good bait. I mean, maybe that's why TAiLS was just doing such a good job of defending. He didn't really want to be aggressive. He just kind of baited the army to the east side of the map and then attacked to the right side. But it looks like we have another fight brewing up. It looks like they're both passing each other. And here comes the Lings and the Banes. It just doesn't look
really
like
nice here.
Huh.
If Ark could bait TAiLS into him and have barrel Banelings.
Oh yeah. So Banes are trying to come in and get it on top of these Archons, but they're just doing not enough damage. And these Inceptors are just killing off the Overseers, killing off the Hydralisks. I'm like, they're so bottlenecked at this point, there's really not much they're going to be able to do. And that's a huge army from TAiLS, and I think that's going to be game. There's really not much that Archon's going to be able to do. I mean, these Archons just surviving those Bane hits and just haven't been able to do much. This focus is down on the Mothership Core, but GG gets called on. TAiLS takes game number 2 with Mash, Carriers, and Mothership